He is used to being the tallest guy in the room, a frame that made him one of the most lethal fast bowlers for Tasmania during his playing days. Say hello to RCB's bowling coach, the big Australian Adam Griffith. Adam grew up in Australia, and given the country's multi-sports culture, he took an interest to basketball and is still a sucker for the NBA. A spat of injuries at the back end of his career may have curtailed his bowling years a bit, but Adam Griffith was smart and talented to make the switch towards coaching. So how did a menacing fast bowler turn into a comforting coach? Well, let's hear it from Adam Griffith himself.
I was finishing up in Tasmania with my career, deciding whether I was going to go overseas and play one last year in England. And I got a call from Mickey Arthur, who was coaching in Western Australia at the time, and offered me a job to come across and be his assistant coach. And I was a teacher before I started playing, a phys ed teacher, so coaching's always been something that I've loved to do. I did some when I was playing, so it just became, the offer was just too good to refuse, to walk straight into a first class program and be an assistant coach. So I packed up. I was supposed to fly out, so I got the offer on Friday. I was supposed to fly out Saturday. I rang the club and told them I wasn't coming, and I was in Western Australia by the following Tuesday. So it was a pretty quick turnaround. Yeah.
T20 cricket can be unforgiving at times for the bowlers, especially fast bowlers who have had to figure out ways to manage their workload and escape the big bats and the smaller grounds of T20 cricket. And it is believed that this has led to the decline of raw pace. The slower ones, cutters and change in pace have started to rule the roast. So what does the bowling coach himself have to say about this?
No, I still don't. I mean, we saw last night in the England-Australia T20, they had 3 guys bowling 95 miles an hour. So I think it's still something that's an exciting part of the game, and I don't think it's going away. I just think they're developing different skills to what they do.
Adam's theory as a bowling coach is pretty simple. Enjoy the game and ensure that you know your teammates really well. Take every ball as it comes and focus on the next delivery. Simple and effective, isn't it? And this is how he helps the bowlers get on with the game, especially when the challenges of bowling in a T20 becomes unbearable.
We keep talking that the batters are so good that sometimes actually when you bowl the ball that you want to bowl and you execute, it still can get hit. So it's about focusing on the next ball and making sure that you stay in the over, because the difference between a 12-run over and an 18-run over can be the difference in the game. And if you just lose it emotionally halfway through the over, then you can go for that big over. But if you hang in there and execute at the back end of the over and focus on the next ball, then you can often do well, but you're going to get hit. So that's something we talk about a lot.
What separates a good coach or a cricketer from an average one is really the honesty and realization. Griffith never played the IPL, but when we asked him what his career would have looked like had he played, this is what he had to say.
Pretty short, I reckon. Yeah, I don't think the conditions would have suited me too well in India, unfortunately, but I'm enjoying being a coach. I don't have to walk out there now, so it's good.
Griffith has the build of a lethal fast bowler, but the calmness he exudes makes him one of the most likable coaches going around. The big burly man comes across as a gentleman who hones the skills of the fresh bowling talent, and he also unashamedly accepts the fact that not many would know.
I love cats. I don't know if that's something, a few people know that, but I love my cats. I'm a cat person, yes, unashamedly, yes.